Packers heading south to Atlanta to take on the Falcons for Week 2 of NFL football. As we take a quick look at Jamie Collins, took a nice job last week with 9 tackles all by himself for the middle linebacker. We see Jordan Love. We see the Packers getting ready to take on the Falcons. Packers picking up a win in last week's game. Now they are heading out onto the field. Meanwhile, the Falcons getting ready to go for themselves. Desmond Ridder leading the way for the Falcons. They're the second-year quarterback out of the University of Cincinnati. Going to be helping to lead this Falcons team to a nice job here. Arthur Smith getting ready to lead his Falcons on to a good year. It's always the hope. Right now, Keyshawn Nixon in the end zone, ready for the kickoff from a young way to the Georgia Southern kicker. As our kick is up, and we are good to go in NFL football. Keyshawn Nixon receives it a couple yards deep in the end zone and is eventually taken out from a pretty big hit by Kyle Pitts. And now Jordan Love coming onto the field. Well, fourth-year quarterback out of Utah State had an inefficient day last week. 2 interceptions and a touchdown on 9 of 20 throwing. Be ready to see how the Packers are going to line up to start up their game. Falcons, a good defensive front out there as they'll hand it off to Aaron Jones to start. And Aaron Jones has a big lane, but Jesse Bates able to cut him off. Aaron Jones, a key feature in this Packers offense. Packers with a very good running back duo of Jones and Dillon. Of course, really the issue is seeing if Jordan Love can make things work for them. Aaron Jones managing to juke out a defender before being taken down. Aaron Jones out of the University of Texas in El Paso. A very nice job for him, as now A.J. Dillon will be taking the field, and he will receive the handoff and looked to be getting a little bit of extra lane, but was stopped by Jamie Collins. So right now the Packers still some injuries. Rudy Ford, John Runyon, Luke Tenuta, Tyler Davis, Quay Walker. Lots of people still out for the Packers at a pretty injury-riddled first week and preseason. It's now Love stepping back for his first pass attempt of the day to Musgrave. And a nice catch by Luke Musgrave, the second-round pick. We see the 2023 draft class. Lucas Van Ness, Luke Musgrave, Jaden Reed, and Tucker Kraft looking to be some of the key pieces out here in those first 2 rounds. Now Love, 2 backs in the backfield, throws it out. Christian Watson, lots of room for him, and he'll get the first down. Christian Watson, nice piece of this team, hoping to be a big #1 receiver out of North Dakota State. Christian Watson has been very solid for this Packers team throughout his young career. He's now handed off to Jones. Jones juking out a defender. He's got a little bit of a lane, but he's eventually taken down by A.J. Terrell. And the Packers having no difficulty moving up the field early on in this game. Jordan Love starting off 2 for 2. It's now Aaron Jones once again getting it. We do have a flag on the play as Jones is dragged down by Bates. And it will be a holding call. This play will be going back. Christian Watson called for the hold. 2nd down and 7 now. We're still early on into this game. A.J. Dillon, now the back for Green Bay. Gets it on the draw and will be stuffed up the middle. 3rd down and 3. A nice team effort by the Falcons in order to take out A.J. Dillon, I should say. Now Love stepping back to pass. And that one well out of reach for anyone. Might have been feeling a little bit of pressure. As right now, 4th down and 3 on the 38. And it looks like the field goal unit will be coming out for the 55-yard attempt. As Anders Carlson kicks it up, and it is just barely good. Anders Carlson, the rookie out of Auburn, just barely clearing the crossbar. I guess the Packers a 3-0 lead. Now he steps back up for the kickoff. As it is up, back to return. And it will not be going in for a return. Kicked into the end zone as we now see Desmond Ridder getting his first action of the game so far. Last week, 15 of 25 with an interception, no touchdowns, 155 yards. Ridder, a very efficient day for him, and Ridder has some skills on the ground as well, so he is a bit of a dual threat. Falcons with a good offensive front as well. It'll be taken by Ridder, handed off to Cordarrelle Patterson, and Patterson gets 4 yards on the play. Patterson, one of the older running backs in the league, is not going to get too much there. Oldest starting running back, I believe the 11-year vet out of the University of Tennessee, as he gets another one on the quick sweeping pass out there. Looks to be maybe a little bit of a screen. He will be stopped by Jonathan Owens. 3rd down and 8. Packers defense shoring up. Packers, a very young team, especially on this defensive front, hoping to see what they can get. And wide open, Daryl Hodge getting open, but a hold on the play. Chris Lindstrom being called in what would have been a massive gain has now been brought back as Ridder sets up in the backfield. No one on his side. Alone in the backfield. And looked to be going for a screen, but it was blown up immediately and just spiked into the ground. That will be a 3 and out, as it will be punted out by Bradley Pinion. Keyshawn Nixon back to return. Gets it at about the 28, about the 33, I should say. So once again, Jordan Love getting ready to take to the field. Love, a pretty efficient first drive, but ending with a bad pass, thanks to a little bit of pressure. Now Love, hand off to Jones, and swarmed by a bunch of black and white. The Falcons getting active in this game so far on the defensive end. Big team effort for Atlanta. Now Love back to pass, tries to run up, he fumbles it, and that one will be recovered by Calais Campbell, but a big job there by the Falcons in order to force the fumble. A huge play there, Lorenzo Carter forcing the fumble, and Grady Jarrett was right there to pick it up. Now back on the offense. Cordarrelle Patterson going to not get anything. Nice stop by Devondre Campbell. It's now 2nd down and 10. Falcons once again setting up. Get just under 4 minutes left to go in this first quarter. Ridder going out and was being chased down by Devontae Wyatt, but ending up throwing it away in time. It's now 3rd down and 10. Falcons not moving anything, and Lucas Van Ness nearly something. Rashawn Gary nearly with a sack as well, and that's a big 3 and out, but the Falcons getting lucky on this one. It's now Younghoe Koo setting up from about 57, and he will miss that one. Big kick is no good. Just a little bit wide left. A tough kick there. Younghoe Koo, a very good kicker out there, but cannot be perfect on the year. As now Packers getting on their own 45, and Jones going to be run into by a few Falcons as well. A.J. Terrell, I believe, with the big tackle at the end. Now Love 2nd down and 8. Lying lot on the run game. He will give the quick check down to Jones, who will not gain anything. Formed up by Collins and Bates. It's now 3rd down and 8. Packers setting up in their own territory. Love throwing it deep. Christian Watson wide open, and that'll be a touchdown. 53 yards. Christian Watson wide open, on the seam. And just a beautiful throw by Jordan Love. Gets right into the hands of Christian Watson, who has nothing but green grass. A good attempt out there by Richie Grant, but not enough, as the Packers will now take a 10-0 lead. What a catch, what a throw by Jordan Love, by Christian Watson. And the Packers quickly taking a 10-0 lead. This one is kicked off once again, and will be too deep in the end zone for any return to happen. Just going to be taking the knee is Desmond Ridder. Heading back out, unsuccessful in his first 2 drives, have not gotten much yardage at all, just 2 yards on the day for the Falcons so far. As now, Patterson gets a little bit of a lane before being hit from behind by Kenny Clark. Opened up a nice gap in there, a good job by this solid Falcons offensive line. It's now Ridder. Getting a play call at the line. Ridder steps out, he throws it, and wide open, a diving catch, Kyle Pitts. What a play out there by the former Florida Gator. Kyle Pitts, one of the better tight ends in the entire league, a real game changer out there for the Falcons, as Patterson gets a few yards before being stopped by Preston Smith. You see Christian Watson just had a fantastic play out there as now. Bunching up in the pistol formation. Ridder making play calls, takes the snap, and he runs to the outside, and Rashawn Gary nearly there, so a smart decision by Ridder to just slide down 3rd down and 2. The Falcons finally starting to get a little bit of momentum, but I believe that we will just be running out the first quarter, and that is indeed what the case is. The Packers dominant so far in this first quarter. Not much given up on the day. Just 42 yards of total offense for the Falcons, while taking a 10-0 lead. Of course, that is even with the nice strip sack fumble by the Falcons. No gain from there, as that one will be thrown just a little bit too far. And that one not able to be grabbed this time. For the 52-yarder is Younghoe Koo. Missed the 57 earlier on in the day. This one is up and just barely sneaks into the uprights. And the Falcons going to get back within 1 possession. They will get the field goal. 3-10. The kickoff. Nixon will field it at about the 1 yard deep into the end zone. Maybe thought he had a lane. Nothing doing. See Christian Watson, 2 targets, 2 receptions, 64 yards. And a lot of that coming from a big touchdown. It's a missed coverage by the Falcons. Is now, once again, setting up. Love in the backfield has room to work, and spinning before he throws it away. A risky play, had a bunch of Falcons swarming in on him. But he does manage to get it out in time. Now Love, 2nd down and 10. Stepping back. And that one, well short. Thought that Christian Watson would be a little bit closer instead. 0 for 2 on passes for this drive to bring it to a 3rd down and 10. Once again, going to the air. This one just dumped off to Aaron Jones on the screen. Not able to get the first down as Jones. A nice job there by Jeff Okuda in order to make the stop. Now Daniel Whelan will come up onto the field. Kicking up, and it will be Patterson back as the punt returner, but nothing doing there. We do have a Packer shaken up on the field as we head on, just over 10 minutes left in the second quarter. So Ridder taking the snap. This one is up, and it looks like that one just bounced off of the hands of the receiver. And that one, not something you want to see. believe Robbie Chosen, the intended receiver. Now Ritter. Nice job evading pressure, and a nice job hanging onto a Drake London. The big first-round pick last season gets the reception there. Now, once again, Ritter in the backfield. Patterson by his side, and on the wheel route just overthrows it. Patterson had a few steps on Campbell, but will go incomplete once again. Bradley Pinion getting an active day today, which is not something you want to see if you are this hometown crowd. Nixon takes it, looked to sweep to the outside, but nothing doing. That will bring Jordan Love back onto the field. Love setting up in the shotgun. Sends it off to Jones, who has a wide open lane, trying to evade the defenders, but Landon Collins right there. Jesse Bates also right on top of things. Collins, the former Crimson Tide, getting a nice job on there as this one thrown up, and I believe that one just out of bounds. Christian Watson not able to retrieve it in time before it sails over to the Falcons sideline. Second down and 10 now for Jordan Love. Takes a snap, and it's Dontavian Wicks who will get a big gain on that one. Dontavian Wicks, big gain. Wicks, a rookie of himself, out of the University of Virginia. This one will be kept by Love, but slammed down right away. Calais Campbell not letting Jordan Love get anything going, trying to throw off the Falcons defense with the quarterback keeper, but Calais Campbell not fooled at all. And Aaron Jones does get 3, but that's not going to be enough to make it too much more manageable. Third down and 9. Love once again in the backfield. Goes it up, and that one tipped away. Jamie Collins looked to have a wide open shot at a interception. Instead, does not go for a 58-yarder now for Anders Carlson. Kick is up, and this one bounces off the crossbar, and that one just inches short, going in for another 3. Bounces right off the front of the crossbar. The 58-yarder, no good. Desmond Ritter now starting with some good field position. This could be a big momentum swing for the Falcons. Ritter, play action. Will still go to Patterson. Big gain of about 10. Just a little bit short of the sticks by maybe a foot. Ritter taking his time trying to throw off the Packers defense. And Patterson not getting anything past Rashawn Gary. Gary, fifth year player, I should say, out of the University of Michigan. Former Wolverine in Badger Country. He's been doing very well for himself. That one on the outside, and a nice job of that play. Robbie Chosen just getting a couple of yards, but it is a couple of yards enough. Chosen gets the big first down. First and 10. Off to Pitts, and Pitts with the 9-yard reception. Desmond Ritter starting to really feel Kyle Pitts in this game. Pitts, one of the top tier tight ends in this league, as mentioned previously. Someone who could be huge in this passing game is that one. Thrown just a little bit short. Nothing going out there. Brings it down to third down and 1. Ritter, empty backfield. Packers set out wide, and that one wide open is Drake London. London with an easy first down as we take down to 4 minutes left in the first half. Ritter with a nice job on this drive. Not trying anything fancy. looking to throw the Packers offside. This one going on over to the first down. That one, Jonnu Smith getting a big gain on that one. Leads to a 1st and goal. Now Ritter stepping up. That one out to Nicole Pruitt. And Pruitt dragging his defenders into the end zone. And he is happy about this one. Hits London, Ritter, all happy for Nicole Pruitt. A nice job, some depth receptions on there. And he runs that one in. And this one should tie the game. Younghoe Koo, again, a very reliable kicker, is up and right through the uprights. No doubt about it. We are tied up at 10. Nicole Pruitt, 9th-year veteran out of the University of Southern Illinois. Now, kick off to Nixon. Nixon, a little bit of a room, and this one, I think Nixon is gone. And that one, a big one, a nice attempt there by Jeff Okuda, but Keyshawn Nixon, what a response for the Packers. Nixon with the huge kickoff return touchdown. Nixon, one of the best kick returners in the game. So much room. A nice job by the Packers reception team. The special teams getting a good job there as Nixon will be taken off the field, exhausted after the about 95-yard sprint, as this one now once again will be a one-score game. Packers up by a touchdown. Saunders Carlson going to kick it up. This one, a few yards deep. Taken in the end zone. A nice juke move, but nothing going on that one, as we do have a injured Packer. It looks like Anders Carlson will be taken off the field. Ready up. Carlson, a very good kicker out here in the league. Very good young kicker. Now, Falcons once again on offense. Cordarrelle Patterson gets 8 yards on that one. Played it pretty close, bouncing right off of Lucas Van Ness. We head on 2nd down and 2, nearing the 2-minute warning. Of course, saying that Anders Carlson dislocated shoulder will not be in for the rest of the game. Is this one wide open? A nice job by Kadero Hodge to peel away. A nice route on the RPO, as Preston Smith will be injured on that play. Smith going to gingerly walk off field. Now, play action. Out to the side, and a nice deflection by Jair Alexander. Alexander, one of the best corners in the game today. Hoping to have a good year, was a little bit quiet in yesterday's game. Is now, sorry, in last week's game, I should say. Ritter going it to the sideline, and it will be caught. Nice play there by the Falcons. 3rd down and 3 as we head into the 2-minute warning. 1:58 left to go in the first half. The Falcons hoping to tie things up, and that throw just offline for Kyle Pitts. And the field goal unit will be coming out. Younghoe Koo out here for another 52-yarder. This one is up and is good right down the uprights. Younghoe Koo making up for his 57-yard miss with a big hit right here. Now 17-13 is your score. Packers hoping to extend that lead before the half. Keyshawn Nixon. Quick turnaround from getting back here, but he will not get a touchdown on this one. Dragged down at the 28. Aaron Jones has been pretty active in today's game. 6.1 yards per carry, but no touchdowns yet on the day for the #1 bell cow back of the Packers. Love taking the snap, stepping up. He'll take it for himself and take a few hits. But a nice job there keeping the ball. Jordan Love, fearless out there on the move. And this one will be past Aaron Jones, and I think Matt LaFleur out on the sidelines thinking that maybe a pass interference on Grady Jarrett getting in the way of Aaron Jones, but nothing called. This one, Christian Watson, a nice job stepping up to grab it. Now, about 1 minute left to go. No huddle offense for the Packers. Getting it out to there, and again Christian Watson, and this time a nice move. Fakes out A.J. Terrell. And the Packers just about in the red zone of the Falcons. 35 seconds left to play in the first half. Love taking a snap to Samari Tour. Samari Tour. We'll get nothing doing on that one. Second-year pro out of the University of Nebraska. Now second down and 1. Love trying to throw the Falcons off sides. He has a wide open room. Going on in a nice gutsy play by Jordan Love. Gets him to the 3-yard line. And now the Packers in good position. 22 seconds left to go in this first half. Throwing out Watson. Hit as he catches it, but he hangs on. Christian Watson, the #1 receiver on this Packers team, flexing to show how good he got it before. A little bit of a dance. Jesse Bates not able to stop him on that one. Just a real quick route. Bates slamming on into him. Caden Ellis. Also a nice job of hitting him, but Love, perfect throw, and that one is off to the side, shanked by Daniel Whelan. And that one, this is where it starts to hurt that you don't have your place kicker. You don't have your normal field goal man. Daniel Whelan just kicks that one out. It'll be another touchback as Desmond Ridder back out onto the field. But because of it, just 10 points instead of 11. And the Falcons looking to get a little bit more going. Ready? And it off to Patterson. Patterson just going to keep it safe, but a big gain on that one, gaining about 12 or 13. But now the Falcons going to the air. And pass it out to the side will be Kadarrell Hodge. Gets a nice 8-yard gain. But 9 seconds left to go. Falcons, not much time to move up the field. Maybe just one more play, and that one, Kadarrell Hodge once again gets up there, and he's slammed down a little while. Refs taking a little bit of time to call it. The Younghoe Koo setting up once again from 52 yards out. It is up and good. The Falcons shortening the lead to 7 with just seconds left to go. A nice drive by Desmond Ridder, truncated by the clock. 23-16 on the day. Even play time for both teams. The Packers about 210 yards. The Falcons around 180. Let's take a look around the league. See what games we have going on. Starting off in the NFC North. Detroit with a 14-7 lead. Nearly at halftime against the Seahawks. Jared Goff with a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with a touchdown. Meanwhile, the Hawks, not much going on for them. A big heavyweight matchup between Baltimore and the Bengals. The Bengals shutting out the Ravens early on in this game, 17-0 at halftime. Joe Burrow, a solid day on the field for him. And now looking down south in South Beach, as it will be the Bears trailing the Buccaneers by 4. Bears picking up a win against the Packers in last week's game. As now, Packers hoping to bounce back with a win. In control of this game so far, thanks to a nice touchdown pass to Christian Watson. A big kickoff return. Of course, now with the kicker out, we'll have to see how things go from here. Ridder having a solid game for himself. Love having a good game as well. 23-16. 7-point game as Whelan will kick it off. He is at least accurate on the kickoffs, but if the question is the extra point attempts, the field goal attempts, does Whelan have the skill set to do so? First down and 10 to start off the second half for Desmond Ridder. Hands it off to Patterson. Patterson with a lot of room and maybe a bit of a foolish decision to try to cut back into the middle. Still gets about 10 yards. It's now second down and inches away for the Falcons. Handing it off to Patterson, and Patterson found a little bit of room, but I think hesitated a little bit, thought maybe could get a little bit more blocking before being slammed down. The Falcons so far relying off of Cordarrelle Patterson early on in this game. And early in this half, I should say, but that time not going anywhere. Kenny Clark stuffing him behind the line of scrimmage. Gives a 2-yard loss. Now the Falcons, once again, just single back. We'll hand it off to Patterson again, and Patterson with a lot of room. And he breaks away, and Cordarrelle Patterson, the old man legs getting out there, and a big run by Patterson. And that's a touchdown. Fantastic work there by the blocking the Falcons. It's an overall top-tier effort. Patterson getting I believe, a 55-yarder, and he looked stopped, but managing to stay up, bouncing off, and that one a huge play as the Falcons looking to tie it here, up and good. Now tied at 23 thanks to a huge run by Cordarrelle Patterson. And the Packers trying to answer back. Keyshawn Nixon will get it. Has a little bit of room, trying to bounce to the outside. Really just had those two men to beat before being stopped. Christian Watson already over 100 yards in the day with 2 touchdowns. Watson being a very reliable receiver out here for the Green Bay squad. Jones rushing to the outside, trying to break away, but A.J. Terrell, a nice job of pursuit, stops Jones in his tracks. First down and 10 once again. As the run game looking to be active so far in the second half. And he will be slammed down by Grady Jarrett. Sorry, Calais Campbell on that one. Second down and 5 now. 3 receivers out wide. Jordan Love, play action. Has room, skies it up. And it's picked off. Richie Grant getting a huge interception on that one. And a big return as well. Romeo Dobbs, the intended receiver, but just lofted up there a bit too much. And not on target, but a nice job out there by Richie Grant in order to get that interception. And that gives the Falcons more life once again. Cordarrelle Patterson over 100 yards on the day for himself as he gets one more there before being stopped by Jair Alexander. Second down and 9. Back formation is this one. And Patterson looked to maybe have a little bit of room, but tripped up. And that play, huge stop for the Packers on that one. That could have been another long touchdown for the Falcons. And Cordarrelle Patterson as he slammed down. The big tackle out there by Eric Wilson, the University of Cincinnati, the Bearcat, in his 7th year of play. Ridder rolling out wide. Avoids Van Ness and sliding down before Campbell can get to him. Big play there by the also Bearcat in Desmond Ridder. He's now stepping back. And this one wide open and a big catch. Drake London, no one around. And the Falcons, first half, they were doing not the best against the Packers. Well, in the second half, it's all Atlanta all day. Cordarrelle Patterson gets another touchdown. This one, not as impressive around as last time, but a touchdown is a touchdown. 6 points is 6 points. And now, the Falcons, with a lead in this game for the first time, up and good. 7-point lead with 4:30 left to go in the third quarter. The Falcons have bounced back well in this second half. Well, the Packers not getting anything going for them. Nixon trying to make something happen, but cut off by Arnold Ebiketie. Now Christian Watson once again back out on the field for the Packers offense. Jordan Love getting ready to go. Now, off to Jones. Jones with a little bit of room, trying to get around Richie Grant. Unsuccessful. Be second down and 1. Still a good 9-yard gain. But now, a little bit of trouble in Green Bay as that one blown up by the Falcons. Calais Campbell. Gain of nothing, thanks to a quick block shed by Campbell. Now, third down and 1. It's again Jones getting there and getting in. 70 yards on the day for Jones. It's a big work out here for Green Bay. Taking to the skies now. Christian Watson once again wide open. Stiff arms a man, but out of bounds. And Christian Watson showing off his skills in this game. Watson hoping to be a top-tier receiver as Aaron Jones trying to bounce off a blocker. Not going to get too much more from that block, but a good job by the Packers O-line. Packers, one of the better O-lines in the league. Nice versatility as Aaron Jones gets to the outside, and now nearing 100 yards for himself on the day. First down and 10, a minute left to go in this third quarter. Ball taken by Dillon. Dillon avoiding a tackle as he will get a big gain of 10 on that one. It'll be Mike Hughes, UCF, in the tackle. 35 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Love. Stepping back, sitting in the pocket. And a big tackle out there. Nice job by the Falcons defense. Prevents anything from going on. Now, they're down in inches. And off to Jones. Jones with a big lane. And he bounces off. And that one, a big run for him. A.J. Terrell juked out. Aaron Jones managing to slip away from the attempted tackle. And the Packers might be waiting out the rest of the quarter. They will not. They'll go one more play. They'll throw it to Watson, and it's knocked out. Big hit by Landon Collins will end off the third quarter. This game getting close. The Falcons, a huge third quarter for them, brings them into the lead. As now, just 11 minutes left to go in this game. Jordan Love. 2 men in the backfield. And up to Jones. Jones will gain 5, but no more. A.J. Terrell. Big tackle on that one. Third down for the Packers. Jordan Love in the backfield with Jones. That one thrown up, and Jaden Reed. The big touchdown for the rookie. And rolling out the red carpet. Welcome to the NFL, Jaden Reed, Michigan State to Green Bay. I believe getting his first touchdown of his career on that nice crossing route, and a nice job of holding onto it as people started swarming him. And the Packers will tie it up. No, they won't! And that one, yanked to the side. Daniel Whelan just can't get a hang of the football. on the kickoff. Not on the kickoffs, on the extra points. Whelan, not someone who really ever attempts the field goals. Pretty much just punting. Now in a role he's not prepared for. Cordell Patterson, we see a big game for him. 139 total yards of offense. But that missed extra point could be huge. Because now the Falcons lead by 1. Ritter going in the backfield. Going to run out. And a nice job of still gaining a few yards. But a big hit taken by the quarterback. 2nd down and 8. Falcons maybe looking to spend a little bit of extra time. And he'll run out, and it's Wilson getting the big sack on that one. Rashawn Gary and Eric Wilson teaming up to take down Desmond Ritter. Eric Wilson, a longtime veteran out here on the linebacking core. Ritter flushed out once again, throws it away. And a big defensive comeback for the Packers. It's to 4th and 19. Easy call for a punt. Keyshawn Nixon will be set up once again. Punt is up. Nixon, from about the 35, doesn't gain much, maybe about 7. Jordan Love comes back onto the field. Pretty quick turnaround for the offense. Now Love, play action. Stepping back, hit as he throws. And that one, a nice job by Grady Jarrett to get to Jordan Love. Prevents the throw from being clean. 2nd down and 10 now. And handoff, no, play action once again. And this one thrown wide open, Jaden Reed, but the throw just overthrown. Jordan Love does have that issue sometimes. He's got a very strong arm in the backfield as a quarterback, but sometimes can be a little bit inaccurate. Sometimes puts a little bit too much sauce on, and that one thrown short. Trying to run, trying to get it, but that one nearly picked by Jamie Collins. Instead will be a punt once again. And up, going to be retrieved at about the 18 for a big hit up there. What a massive hit. That will bring us to the Falcons' possession once again.
Here we go, set.
Ritter. Taking it. This one handed off to Algier. Algier. Haven't seen him at all today. A solid secondary back out of BYU. 2nd-year pro. Algier still in the backfield. Ritter. Scrambling. Running around in the pocket. Eventually throws it away. Couldn't find anyone. And Ritter, maybe a little bit of happy feet out there. I think he moved around a bit too much when he didn't need to. Right now, Patterson back out onto the field. He's been very good in this game so far, so they'll go to him once again. And he gets a big lane. And he spins away from a defender. But Jair Alexander coming across the field to stop Patterson. A huge gain for Cordarrelle Patterson. He's having a massive day for him. Now stepping back, this one's thrown off, and it will just be a quick gain. Not much on that one by Robbie Chosen. 6-yard gain on the throw. 2nd down and 4. This one, play action, rolling out. This one pass over to Jonnu Smith. Smith will get the 1st down, but just barely. Moves it down to another set. 1st down and 10. Desmond Ritter. Just under 6 minutes left to go. And flushing out of pressure. Had a number of Packers right in the vicinity, but no one able to stop him. Thrown just a little bit overthrown. Now, the second down, 5:50 left to go in this game. Ritter going out of the pocket, big hit. Robbie Chosen hangs on. Robbie Chosen, the former Dolphin, getting a good reception here now. A little bit north in Atlanta. Ritter. Just a quick screen pass and wide open is Drake London. Sorry, Kadero Hodge, I should say, was open on that one. 4th down and inches, and a very conservative play call, I think, from Arthur Smith. Going to just go for the field goal. Will be good, but with just inches to go, and you're right at the foot of the end zone. That one, I'm not sure if I agree with that call. Youngway Koo will kick it off. Packers, not much time to make something happen. Keyshawn Mitchell has already gotten the kick return for a touchdown. He's got a little bit of room. Trying to roll to the outside, not going to be able to get all the way out. A nice job by DeMarco Helms to get the stop. As now, Atlanta is roaring. And off to Jones. Just 1 yard. He is over 100 on the day. A.J. Terrell being active on the field. Once again, setting up. Be a draw to Jones. And Jones, a nice move, gets him 8. That's still not enough for the first. 3rd down. A.J. Dillon now in the game. And off to Dillon up the middle, and he gets it. A.J. Dillon, one of the better secondary backs in the league. Very nice power for him. Very different skill set to Aaron Jones, but one that I think the Packers appreciate nonetheless. This one's thrown, and what a catch out there by Luke Musgrave. Just sliding on in there. Avoiding a perfect pass out there. Jones. Nice cut, gets him free for the first down. As we roll on into the 2-minute warning. Packers down 29-33. 2 minutes left to go. This game could be much more in reach, but Daniel Whelan not used to the kickoffs, not used to extra points, not used to field goals. This one handed off to Jones. Jones has been reliable in this game. Gains 8. Now, setting up once again. Second down and 2. Handed off to Jones again. Breaks away from a tackle. And the Packers, no time wasted. They throw it to Musgrave, and Musgrave gets him within the 10. First down and goal now for the Packers. This one thrown out. Jaden Reed looking for a second touchdown, will not be able to get it. Packers still staying on the field, trying to throw the Falcons defense off, but will not be successful. Just thrown away. Now Love throwing out once again, and that one overthrown for Romeo Dobbs. This one, 4th and goal. The game on the line here. One's thrown, it's Josiah DeGora with the big touchdown. 4th-year pro out of the University of Cincinnati gets the Packers in the lead. And this one, it'll be flipped. Daniel Whelan going to get it just a little bit outside. I think Whelan telling Matt LaFleur that he's not confident with the extra points, trying to do something a little fancy. And he had the room, but just not able to get it there. Whelan, not a day that he'll want to remember, but still a 2-point lead. 23 seconds left to go. The Falcons have to move down the field. 79 yards in 24 seconds. They will get a good start there. Kadero Hodge getting a good gain. And that's a nice way to start. Gets him to the 47. field goal wins it for Atlanta. Now stepping back is Ritter. Ritter rolling out. Passing it over, and that one's knocked loose! And that will be your ball game. What a hit! And that one, a huge play. Robbie Chosen. Ball knocked loose. And it's Eric Wilson with the save. Wilson doesn't get too much time normally, but thanks to the injury to Quay Walker in the preseason, he gets a big use here. Arthur Smith just going to call timeouts. Maybe hoping to get something done with one last play. Forced punt. But Eric Wilson forcing the fumble, and have to see how this will go. Game will actually end. One timeout was called before, and that one a nail biter out in Atlanta. Eric Wilson saving the day with a forced fumble on Robbie Chosen. A huge hit as the Packers squeak away with a 35-33 win, bring them to 1-1 on the season. As we head towards more Packers football for our next week of play.